What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Mass Effect 2. Now, we are jumping straight into the action because we found an old buddy, an old pal, an old friend, Archangel, who turned out to be Garrus.
Right.
I did not mean to bring, what's his name down here? That's kind of bad.
Krogan incoming.
Yeah, he's gonna get tore
Kill
up.
them all.
Yeah. Okay.
Garm's got me pinned down.
I'm trying, buddy. I am trying.
Come on over.
Incinerate him, please.
I need help with this guy, Shepard.
I'm working on it, bud. Believe
I'm
me.
taking too much damage, Shepard.
Get your butt up, dude. I did not expect you to meet me right here.
I lost shield.
Can we pull him or something? Thank you. Move in. Move in.
Finish them.
Screw you, Garm. Armor down. Do not take a flank. Levitate him.
I've got him.
Yes. Incinerated that man.
They've stopped. Come find me.
Woo. Okay, this fighting's intense.
Tough bastards, but I've seen worse. And we took out Garm and his blood pack. This day just gets better and better. He was one tough son of a bitch.
You fought with him before?
Yeah, we tangled once. Caught him alone, none of his gang to help him. Still couldn't take him out. I've never seen a Krogan regen that fast. He's a freak of nature. He just kept at it until his Vorcha showed up. It was close, but I had to let him go. Not this time.
Only the Blue Suns are left. I say we take our chances and fight our way out.
I think you're right. Tarek's got the toughest group, but nothing we haven't faced before. Besides, he won't be expecting us to meet him head-on.
Get your head down.
Damn it! I thought I took that thing out already.
Can we take cover? What are we
They
doing
fixed
here?
it, but not completely. I made sure of that.
They're offloading troops. Watch your back, Shepard.
There's Gentha.
Nice trick.
They're rappelling down the sidewall. Ground floor.
Right.
Watch your flank.
Get over here.
Need a medic.
Okay. We get a concussive shot. Can we pull him?
Yeah.
You missed the pull?
Nice trick.
There we go.
Snipe that one!
Pull him. Ouch. Centurion, huh?
They reached the rear stairs.
Incendiary fire ready.
Groin shot.
Come on over! Medic!
Thanks for just sitting there, dude. That helps me out a bunch. He survived that? Oh, gosh. He's getting tore up. This is why we saved our grenade launcher. Oh yeah. Dude, is he dead? You better get up.
We're getting you out of here, Garrus. Just hold on. Radio Joker, make sure they're ready for us.
He's not gonna make it.
Wait, for real? Level earned 8, squad points gained 2, experience 1,000. Extracted Archangel from the mercenary siege and recruited him for the team. Unclear whether injury to Archangel will impair his ability to assist in the mission. Regardless, revelation of identity as Garrus Vicarian, useful in keeping Shepard comfortable. A battle rifle favored by assassins and elite mercenaries that fires in highly accurate 5-round bursts and can be pulsed for rapid fire. Deadly at any range and effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. Upgrades the Avenger assault rifle. Manufactured by Elena's Risk Control Services for the Blue Suns mercenary group, the Vindicator is quickly gaining popularity in the Terminus systems. Squad bonus, 10% submachine gun damage. Very nice. Standard Omni tools are calibrated with a wide neural input tolerance range, so they can be used effectively by any race. By tuning the inputs of the Omni tool to match the specific neural patterns of the user, responsiveness and power can be greatly increased. Once tuned in this manner, the Omni tool is almost unusable by anyone but the wearer, and it must be constantly recalibrated to subtle neural shifts. Squad bonus 10% tech power damage, 40,000 credits, 500 element 0.
Commander, we've done what we could for Garrus, but he took a bad hit. The doc's corrected with surgical procedures and some cybernetics. Best we can tell, he'll have full functionality, but...
Shepard?
Tough son of a bitch. Didn't think he'd be up yet.
Nobody would give me a mirror. How bad is it?
Hell, Garrus, you were always ugly. Slap some face paint on there, and no one will even notice.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Damn it, my face is barely holding together as it is. Probably for the best. Everyone was always ignoring you and hitting on me. Time for you to get a fair shot at it.
He's back.
Frankly, I'm more worried about you. I've heard bad things about Cerberus these past few years.
That's why I'm glad you're here, Garrus. If I'm walking into hell, I want someone I trust at my side.
You realize this plan has me walking into hell, too. Just like old times. I'm fit for duty whenever you need me, Shepard. I'll settle in and see what I can do with the forward batteries.
Very nice. +4 Paragon. Okay. Briefing and comm room. He said forward batteries, but we don't have our scientist yet. I think that's...
A scientist is required to use the technical
Yeah, I
laboratory.
think that's the next person we get. Okay, first of all, weapons locker. What's Garrus get? Vindicator? The Vindicator is better though. And the sniper. So he's kinda like Zaid. Don't have anything there. Nothing there. Miranda. You have the Vindicator. Where is... Why is it only the grenade launcher here?
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay. Hack module. About upgrades. Team status. Oh, very nice. We can put them in new gear. Cool. I think we're good though. Concussive shot, overload, and armor piercing ammo. What was your other ability? Disruptor ammo. Ooh. Might be Garrus and Jacob for now, because that extra overload to deal with shields is nice. And then concussive shot and pull to deal with health. And armor piercing ammo. We might have to go with Garrus. Oh my gosh. Elusive Man Shepard, I understand you've taken Dr. Archer's brother to Grissom Academy. I'm familiar with their work. It should be a good home for him. I don't condone Dr. Archer's actions, but they did provide a breakthrough we've been sorely lacking thus far. We'll likely never find another individual with David's unique talents. Though your decision is understandable, it has set our efforts to understand the Geth back several years. Yeah, whatever, dude. Project Firewalker. The burst of energy that coincided with your retrieval of the Prothean artifact contained coded information. Most of the data was beyond our ability to track, but the threads we were able to decrypt have provided new avenues for research on energy transfer and biotics. It will keep the scientists busy for a few years to come. The data indicates that the artifact is currently inert and not dangerous. We wonder, however, that if Dr. Case had more time, would he have unlocked its secrets? We will continue his research. A landmark find for humanity. Good work, Shepard. That was a close one on Corrupto, Shepard. A disturbing fact has come to light in analyzing the channel you used to transmit your findings. Unauthorized transmissions have been sent from the MSV Rosalie to an unknown destination. It's assumed that this is how the Geth are tracking Doctors Case and Aloy. The data you retrieved gives us a definite location for Dr. Case's Prothean site. The Doctor was certain that the site held a Prothean revelation of enormous significance. It is recommended you head there as soon as possible to counter any Geth retrieval missions already in play. Commander, a very capable team is analyzing the data you gathered from the Geth's research into atmospheric change. We hope it may open up new avenues for terraforming procedures for future colonies. The tech used in the beacons also contains communication innovations that should help us develop better systems to reduce atmospheric noise. There's no evidence of Prothean activity on this planet. The artifacts you gathered might give us a lead on a larger Prothean site. They have incredible value for historians and might be instrumental in building our understanding of the Prothean legacy. Excellent work in mitigating the Geth presence, Commander. We will keep you apprised of further Geth activity should it threaten mission integrity. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in one piece, Commander. It will prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the MSV Rosalie's emergency beacon contains significant intel on a few planets that Dr. Case and Dr. Aloy investigated. EDI has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them leads you to the Prothean site. Despite Dr. Case's obvious instability, he's proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how the Geth are tracking Dr. Case, so be careful. John Whitson. Hey, Oriya gave me this address. I think I met you at Afterlife on Omega. You stopped me from joining up with those mercs who were trying to take out Archangel. Man, I was so pissed off at you. I got blind drunk that night, and it was a few days later before I got it together enough to check the news vids and saw that almost all of those mercs had gotten killed by Archangel. I don't know who you are or if you got out of there alive yourself, but thanks. I felt really stupid when I heard about the body count and how I could have been a part of it. I'll make the most with what you did for me, John Whitson. That's cool. Cerberus Command, reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lorek, a nearby planet in the Fathar system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter, extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel the Eclipse may have collected. It's a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. Okay. So it sounds like we opened up another mission. Very nice. So we have to talk to the doctor. First of all, I want to go to the captain's cabin, because we should have new stuff to use. How about these like little ships and stuff? Oh, there's the relic. There's our helmet. Customized gear. Armor. Oh, yes. Reduces the delay. So this actually, like, gives us stuff. Increases power damage by 3%. Reduces the delay before your shields start regenerating by 10%. Micro wells developed by Armax Arsenal store part of the energy directed at the armor and use it to jump the kinetic barrier recharge cycle. I think I'd rather have this. We got the visor. Increases headshot damage. What does the recon do? Increases weapon damage by 5. Increases health by 5. I didn't realize these actually give stats. Health. I want the recon hood, dudes. Increases storm speed by 10%? I don't even know what that means. Does the material matter? Gotta stick to the channel colors. Dang, dude, I kinda want... That's nasty. Increase storm speed. Okay, well, we got a new chest plate, which is cool. New assault rifles. Alright, so now we need to go... Garrus is down here. But we need to talk to our people, who we did the quest for.
What's wrong?
I lost contact with the kid. Maybe the collectors.
Did your family get out of there?
Oh.
I don't know. There's no
This is a
communications
continuation.
yet.
He was talking about his
I'm sure
daughter
they're
and why
safe.
he joined.
You'll see.
Oh, geez. So we had a little update. That's kind of cool. Doesn't sound too good, but...
Did you hear? Another colony went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields? Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, he's taking it pretty hard.
Who's Hadley? We got your alcohol lady.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Ceres ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Let's do it.
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!"
Jenkins.
Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joko will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, that's cool. It's cool that we re-talked about Kaidan and ooh, we got Metagel for that?
What's this area of the ship?
The sick.
That's all for now.
Yeah, we know, lady.
Logging you out.
Where's I thought Garrus was on this. Where observation, restrooms. Down here maybe? Or is he up there? That was Miranda's spot, I believe. The main battery, he should be in here.
Shepard, need me for something?
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
Looks like Cerberus upgraded what the ship carried before. Should have a bit more kick. I still don't like our chances against a collector ship, though. Not unless we upgrade the guns.
Have the Cerberus crewmen given you any trouble?
I think being part of the team that took down Saren got me some points. Everyone I talked to was polite, anyway. Don't worry, Commander. We're all working together.
Have you got a minute?
Sure. Just checking the weapon systems. You can never be too careful. I thought I'd seen every weapon in the galaxy in our fight against Saren. Mercenary work showed me otherwise. And now Cerberus rebuilds the Normandy with a few upgrades to boot. I wish we'd joined up with them sooner.
You sure you're okay working with Cerberus?
I can't exactly doubt your judgment. Not after I got my own squad killed.
What did your merc squad do? It didn't sound like you were available for hire.
You saw Omega. It was full of thugs kicking the helpless. I formed my team to kick back. We weren't mercenaries. At least nobody was paying us. We made money by taking down slavers, pirates, or gangs that went too far.
Doesn't sound like you made any friends with the gangs.
I got 3 separate merc bands to work together to take me down. My manager at CSEC would be impressed. It was simple. We'd hit their shipments, disrupt activities, get under their skin, make them angry. They'd come charging right into our well-prepared kill zone, crossfire and snipers, clean and surgical. They never stood a chance.
It sounds like you were just another gang.
Then I'm saying it wrong. We didn't shake anyone down. No civilian casualties, that was our rule. Every member of my team had lost someone to Omega's gangs. We weren't out to get rich. We were out to make those bastards think twice before murdering someone in the street.
Good on them.
Tell me about your squad.
There were 12 of us, including me. Former military operatives, CSEC agents, the usual. Had a Solarian explosives expert. Pretty sure he'd spent time in the Special Tasks Group. My tech expert was a Batarian, believe it or not. Not the friendliest guy, but he could hack any system ever built.
Okay.
How'd you end up fighting mercenaries here on Omega?
After the Normandy was destroyed, most of us went our separate ways. CSEC asked me back, but I turned them down. Omega was filled with criminals nobody else could touch. And there was no red tape to slow me down. It was a perfect fit. People here needed someone to believe in. Someone to stand up to the local thugs.
That explains how you started. How'd you end up with a squad?
Not too different from how you formed your squad to fight Saren, actually. You prove that you get things done, and people join up. Mercs who wanted to atone. Security consultants tired of playing by the rules. I gave them hope. And now they're dead. Shows what I know.
How did those mercenary gangs take down your team?
It was my own damn fault. One of my people betrayed me. A Turian named Sidonis. He drew me away just before the mercs attacked my squad. Then he disappeared. Everyone except me is dead because of him. And because I didn't see it coming.
I'm not sure I understand. What happened exactly?
Sidonis asked for my help on a job. When I got to the meeting point, nobody was there. By the time I got back to our hideout, the mercs had killed all but 2 of my squad. And they didn't last long.
Are you sure it was a betrayal? Maybe they took Sidonis out first.
No. I put out feelers with some old contacts. He booked transport off Omega just before the attack. He also cleared out his private accounts before he left. He sold me out and ran.
Do you know where Sidonis is now?
No. His trail vanishes after he leaves Omega, but I'll keep hunting. I lost my whole team except for Sidonis. One day I'll find him and correct that. Thanks for coming by, Shepard. I've got some things to take care of.
Maybe we can help him. Doesn't seem like we necessarily have a quest for it. But maybe we'll get more information later on. Okay, now I think we gotta go to the bottom floor. Give those people the... compulsors? Is that what they're called? We'll also talk to Zaid. Because he's new. Starboard cargo. Let's talk to Zaid first. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Different, like, surveillances.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
What does this do? We can just eject garbage? That's kind of funny.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call her Jessie. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I'd give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
Aye?
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Okay.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. So you knew Archangel from before. Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. He and I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy. I was trying to remember how many Cerberus operatives I've killed. Lost track around 50. Guess your elusive man's big on forgiveness. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Okay, so no real, like, conversations, but that's cool. A little bit of dialogue.
I just heard. The Collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty buggers pay.
Everybody's talking about that.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed.
Couplings.
Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Of course I do.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillion 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
We
Be
won
gentle on the
500.
rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
It's so worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
Awesome. That's cool. Okay. Take the free 500 credits. Okay. Captain's cabin? No. Back to the ship.
No messages for you, Commander.
Should we check on Joker? Let's see how Joker's doing.
Hadley, I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
He's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
That's Hadley.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking him.
Yeah, we will, dude.
Hey, Commander, we got Garrus back. That's great, because he was totally my favorite. With that pole up his ass.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Oh, Joker.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
That's fair.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
Awesome.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Cool. Our characters are great, man. We'll definitely have to check in with people more often. Alrighty, so now we go back. How can we see our inventory right now? I don't think we can. Can't see our squad. AI hacking. We're using overload, drone a lot. Incinerate we just used quite a bit. This increases 20 damage over 3 seconds. Let's go ahead and get that upgraded. Because that's nice for armor, which we don't seem to have a lot of. I think Garrus and Jacob are going to be our next two squad mates. But we gotta go back for the doctor, the scientist, whatever he is. Let's pick up our third squad member. And I don't know if we have anything else here or not. Alright, info, cycle appearance. I mean, this new armor is cool, but come on now. With his war scars, this is way better. Info, concussive shot, overload, armor piercing. This is 3 people with overload. I don't think that's necessary. Incendiary ammo, though. Barrier would be nice if we could get his stuff up. I like the heavy pistols and shotguns. Machine pistols. Heavy pistols. I just feel like... Jacob and Garrus are the best for right now. We need to unlock his armor piercing, though. Turian Rebel. Health, weapon damage, and what is power damage? What does that mean? Is that like tech and biotic stuff? I would assume. Concussive shot. So we can get a point in overload. And this we need loyalty. Let's get Turian Rebel 1 more point. Oh yeah, Garrus is looking good, man. Okay, all of our guns should be good to go. I think I'm gonna continue with the grenade launcher. I think so. Okay. Let's get a move on.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
Works for me.
Nice. Because he's definitely not just like walking around now. So we need to go this way. I'd also like to see if there's any more things that we can buy. Real quick. If we look at our journal. Okay. Oh. Okay, and this does count as a quest. And these are at the Citadel. So let's go talk to this lady first then, yeah? Because we found that data pad about how they were trying to take over. I'm assuming that's what she's interested in. This guy's still trying to get in?
Come on, let me in.
Poor guy's never gonna make it in. Now where does this go? It says to the lower level.
Has completed its 20 colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
Oh, this is like a whole separate bar? Is this just for drinks? Okay. Okay. Apparently we can dance if we want. Cool. Surprised that these guys don't want to shoot us on sight. Apparently he hasn't gotten the news. We can watch the dancers. I think we'll not do that. It's down here. Is there a patriarch?
No. You said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Arius Patriarch. What do you want?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock.
Oh.
When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
Interesting.
I should be going.
Okay. There was one more door. Where are these guys? There's just a dead person. Junk talk to Garrus.
Looking around in this place makes me sick. People still dying, the strong still exploiting the weak. Nothing I did here even made a dent in this.
Okay. Okay, and this just leads back. Did we ever see what was in here? Oh, this was just the other exit. Okay. I want to buy from this guy last, just in case buying everything gives him enough money to leave. So let's buy from this guy first. Stimulator conduits increases storm speed by 10%, incorporates a series of beryllium and tungsten braces and microservers to support and enhance the natural movements of the wearer for short periods of time. Originally developed by the Surta Foundation for search and rescue personnel, it had been adapted for military use. I don't know what storm speed is. Cruiser. Yep, sure. Titillating alien magazine? I don't know where any of this stuff goes or what it does. I want that blood dragon armor. Power damage and shield strength? Oh, we might be rocking that. And that's another, that's like our chest plate. A recent design, this Alliance-made helmet stores micro capacitors in its structure to replenish spent kinetic barriers. The transperiplast armor panel on its top can be removed to access capacitors for field maintenance. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we got 2 more things to buy, but that's about 65,000. I don't want to spend all my money right now. But we're spending our money this time, dang it. This was everything, yeah? We can go to the quarantine zone now. Which I believe is back here. Alright, let's make sure we get a save. I don't really think we need to save, but we'll do it. Actually, we didn't do like a custom save in the last one, so let's start one. Because of how we
Playing
ended.
is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
A quarantine zone for a plague that kills Turians. Why don't we ever go anywhere nice?
Oh.
It's safer to stick with a squad who's immune to the plague.
It's your call, Shepard. If you need me, I'm not going to let a cough keep me back.
No, yeah, leave him behind. For sure. Dang, I wanted to use him, but yeah, that's probably not a good idea. So we'll take Jacob, and we'll take Zaid. Let's do it! Okay. Garrus, you'll come on the next mission, I promise. As long as we don't get you replaced. But maybe this new guy will replace Jacob. We'll see. Element 0, we'll take it. 250. 250.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
Yeah, don't shoot me, guys. I'll have to kill you. Okay, Metagel. Apparently we were down one. Right? Yeah, okay. Wanted to make sure that we weren't getting, like... We didn't get that upgrade yet because we have to research it.
Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
Vorcha. I wonder if research is time-based or just resource-based. We might be able to pump out a ton of research. Oh, okay. You guys, yeah, you guys are shooting like anything on site. Good to know. Disruptor rounds, rips through shields, burns through armor, sets enemies on fire, and damages health. Yeah, you guys can use all of that. Oh. That doesn't count for squad, though. That's just you guys. Was that 10% faster? Don't we have something that's supposed to make that 10% faster? Concussive round, get on the ground. I do kind of like that concussive round. But Garrus has that, right?
They just left the dead.
Plague control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Garrus has concussive and overload, I believe. Bank terminal. Heck yeah, we'll hack that. Small white, double green. And this one. Awesome. 5K credits. Power cells. Okay. How many shots do we got left? Oh, that filled it up. Perfect. Nice and easy. I like the hacking in this game. It's so much better, and I like how there's different things.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
Yeah. I wonder what would happen to Garrus if we brought him in here.
Bastards sealed us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards.
Jeez.
2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay. Davis isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too. Davis died last night. He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
Jeez. Were they both Turian? They were. Tough. It's tough.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies drip from your mouth like the blood from my sores. The proof is there for all to see. Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Vorcha.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier?
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague?
Okay.
Vorcha,
Just says the same
besides,
thing.
sorry,
So
human.
the Blue Suns are still
You may
around,
not want
but
to believe it,
we didn't take out
but
their
all the
leader,
evidence
right?
points to your species.
But are the Vorcha still part of Blood Pack? Because we did take out their leader.
I need to find Morton Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Morton worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
Dude, everybody on our team's badass some way.
When I
Or
find
just
Morton,
crazy.
I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morton is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
We'll see if we can save the guy. +7 Paragon. So how are we looking on our Paragon? Slowly raising up. You have another skill point. Or, we can't spend those yet, though. How in the heck do we get more loyalty?
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Oof. Dang, sorry to rob you, dude, but, I mean, you are dead. You are dead. Hope you didn't have family. That would be tough. Okay.
All right.
Who are we fighting? Where's our other guy?
Sure thing. You got it.
Okay. You should probably have your pistol for this fight.
Change weapons!
Overload. Go ahead and lift you.
I got him.
I've lost sheep.
Okay, that messed up.
This'll put him down.
You guys are more than welcome to, like, fight.
To cover.
Right.
I don't know if you guys do that or not, but prefer not to fight this long, guys. Keep missing.
Come on over. Gotta hurt.
Incoming.
Target down.
Come on, big fella.
Loud and clear.
Get in there.
Firing concussive shot!
Get through my shield!
I've got him! Sit down!
Yeah, that concussive shot's pretty nice.
Come on over!
So is that pull to pull him out of cover. Alright, let's not fall here.
Firing concussive shot! Dropped him!
I'm glad we took the high ground. This fight's pretty insane.
Gravity's one mean mother, huh?
Okay, I think that's it. Can we save here? Ooh, let's do circuit boards. Okay, 1,000. We can't save here, so let's go ahead and pop a save. Well, actually, it's kind of pointless. But if you guys are not interested in the codex, because we have something to catch up on, I hope to see you next time. But if you are, let's go ahead and jump on into it.
In the
council races, the Vorcha.
Although they resemble a mammal-reptile cross, the Vorcha have no terrestrial analog. They are humanoid in form, but Vorcha have clusters of non-differentiated neoblast cells, like those of Earth's planarian worms. Damaged Vorcha cells mature into specialized structures to alleviate injury or stress. Transformations include thicker skin following injury, lung adaptation for barely breathable atmospheres, and stronger cardioskeletal muscle under high gravity. Skull capacity and brain size do not change, and Vorcha rarely make more than one somatic overhaul. Vorcha assault each other frequently, causing their young to gain strength, intelligence, and resilience. As a result, Vorcha see inflicting and receiving pain as normal communication. Few Vorcha study professions, in part because their average life expectancy is only 20 years.
Jeez.
Because Vorcha can eat and breathe nearly anything, they can live almost anywhere. But racism prevents them from integrating into most societies that dismiss them as vermin. They have few employment options beyond Krogan mercenary bands.
Okay. Organizations?
The reclusive tycoon calling him brainchild of Asari Commando Jonas Sideris. Eclipse was incorporated as a proactive security company. Influenced by Asari and Solarian military doctrine, Eclipse specializes in sabotage, assassination, and personal and organizational security. Although Citadel governments regard the corporation with suspicion, it's embraced in the Skillian Verge and Terminus systems. Early on, Sideris sought government contracts to establish market share against the better-established Blue Suns. Her agency scored a galactic PR coup by retaking several space stations captured by the Anhur People's Liberation Army and neutralizing its leaders. A victory Eclipse's marketing department never ceases trumpeting. Based on Omega Station, Eclipse controls nearly 20% of the asteroid's real estate. Its services range from mech repair to open warfare, although assassination is reserved for meeting wider, longer-term company goals. For instance, preemptive strikes against pirates, rather than murdering spouses for insurance money. Despite numerous reports, Eclipse denies sabotaging or kidnapping business rivals.
Okay.
Originally a small Terminus Systems Vorcha gang, the Blood Pack was transformed into a legion by visionary Krogan battlemaster Gunnar Rang. Exiled for striking a female in anger, Rang obsessed over reclaiming his lost status. Leading the Vorcha Pack as a pirate crew, Rang cultivated recruits and infamy for a decade before incorporating his fighters as a security company across the Skillian Verge. His notoriety ensured his initial public offering for investors made him rich beyond most Krogan's dreams. Rang returned triumphantly to his clan, rallying elders, Krogan hordes, and their firepower and biotic support toward professional violence in the Terminus systems. Banned from Citadel space, the Blood Pack bribes its way through spaceports into armed conflicts across the galaxy. Priding themselves for accepting otherwise untouchable contracts, the Blood Pack rejects bodyguarding and security in favor of cases requiring minimal oversight and maximal violence.
Okay. Planets and locations.
Freedom. Originally an asteroid rich in element 0, Omega was briefly mined by the Protheans, who eventually abandoned it due to its thick, impenetrable crust. Thousands of years later, nature did what even the Protheans could not. A collision with another asteroid broke Omega in half, exposing its trove of element 0 for easy mining. A rush ensued as corporations and private individuals tried to strike it rich on Omega, and thieves and outlaws followed in their wake. As space became tight, construction of processing facilities extended vertically from the asteroid, creating Omega's jellyfish-like silhouette. To prevent future collisions, the station is ringed with enormous mass effect field generators that redirect incoming debris. Today, Omega is a major hub of narcotics, weapons, and EZO trafficking, without even a pretense of civilian government or military control. Only mercenary groups have been able to instill a limited order. The most ruthless is an Asari syndicate run by the notorious Arya T'Loak.
Very cool. Okay, that's all the primary. Publication, ships, Veteran Zaid's secrets. Bring firearms and antihistamines is what veteran guides say about this lush garden world. First colonized in 2160, Zoria's temperature and tropical zones are overrun with plants and fungi of all kinds. As a result, the air in most inhabitable areas is choked with pollen and spores that range from benign to deadly. The scattered colonies across the planet have resorted to clear cutting and slash and burn farming to create habitable zones. And the more rural areas, where the spores are thickest, are populated only by Vorcha. Lax ecological laws allow mining and manufacturing industries to flourish and pollute cheaply, as the planet's carrying capacity far outstrips the current size of its colonies. Zoria is also home to the Blue Suns Mercenary Company, who dominate the colony's security forces. The Suns enjoy nearly unlimited influence with local politicians and judges, ensuring no other private military contractors can compete with them economically. Nearly every colony has a Suns recruiting station, if not a training camp, though this has hardly made the planet any safer. Piracy, drugs, and vice, and political violence are commonplace. Ooh, my throat's getting a little dry. Okay, what do we have here? Weapons mass accelerators. Mass accelerators propel solid metal slugs via electromagnetic attraction and repulsion. A slug lightened by a mass effect field can be accelerated to extremely high speeds, permitting previously unattainable projectile velocities. The primary determinant of a mass accelerator's destructive power is length. The longer the barrel, the longer the slug can be accelerated, and the higher the slug's final velocity, and therefore the greater its kinetic impact. Slugs are designed to squash or shatter on impact, increasing the energy they transfer to its target. Without collapsibility, slugs would punch through their targets while inflicting only minimal damage. Rather than being mounted on the exterior, starship guns are housed inside holes invisible only as gun portholes from the outside. A ship's main gun is a large spinal mount weapon running 90% of the hull's length. While possessing destructive power equal to that of tactical nuclear weapons, main guns are difficult to aim. Because ships must be able to point their bows almost directly at their targets, main guns are best used for long-range bombardment fire. Approximately 40% of the hull's width, broadside guns inflict less damage and can be mounted with greater numbers and more flexibility. The modern human Kilimanjaro class dreadnoughts mount 3 decks with 26 broadside accelerators apiece for a total salvo weight of 78 slugs per side, firing once every 2 seconds. However, mass accelerators produce recoil equal to their impact energy, while the mass effect field suspending the rounds mitigate the recoil, recoil shot can still rattle crews and damage systems. Publications. Fornax in 2167. Launched in 2167, Fornax magazine described itself as the galaxy's finest xenophilia. By its 5th year, Fornax became the first human magazine to offer full 5-sensory stimulation, a previously unaffordable magazine technology made profitable by the economy of scale. With a monthly publishing run of 127 million available in both in-hard copy and direct download, Fornax offers a range of alien models with particular emphasis on a unisexual Asari, although both genders of Quarians, Drell, Batarians, and Volus are regularly depicted. Specialty editions such as Genet, Elcor, and Krogasm serve as devoted but smaller markets. What the heck? Alrighty. Well, as always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.